Hello, this is the International News at Lisa Luciardi. I want to discuss the issues of the international wars throughout our nations, the drear need of contemplation and prayer and understanding of the legality of nuclear war. As we know, in the first place, we never should have had the threat with Russia and Iran in the beginning for nuclear war and not to sign a peace treaty with Iran and Russia. There's no peace treaty, so there has to be a boundary set, and that's one of the reasons why President Trump did send the nuclear boats submarines to the area of Russia, as we know. And Russia, you have to be very careful because their trickery, they're all working together, all the different countries, as I stated, and I'll show you on the map, where Russia is, China is, in North Korea, in Iran. And so Russia went all the way, they're in Cuba, they were in Cuba last year, remember? Last year they were in Cuba. And then so they were in Cuba. Okay, last year Russia was in Cuba, and did they bring anything there in Cuba? He threatened us already that he has other nuclear areas that he has in our in the systems of the nation. Then China and Russia, when the open borders, they could have gone to Canada, and so there could be things set up right there near the north of the United States and south of Canada. Those borders there. Then there's also North Korea. North Korea protected China from many things. North Korea gave products to Russia for the war. Okay, and so those are friends. And then Iran has been supplying tools to Hamas. Are you with me? And then China could go to the South Seas. Okay? Excuse me? China could go to the South Seas and come around here. That's why it says protect this area. Last year I told them in 2019 what they were doing. And Saudi Arabia is right by Iran, and he says he doesn't want anything. He disagrees with anybody making any nuclear warfare. But we know that Russia has a lot of nuclear-headed missiles, and so do we. But we need to come together. The contraindications. There should be no nuclear war. But I want to show you that Russia, I believe, has been planning this war from before 2011 about America, and because when Russia knows that we will protect your king, and so we're protecting your king from Russia, and Russia is talking about he's making warheads. Are you with me? He's making warheads, special missile warheads. That's going to be ready by the end of the year. So that shows he doesn't have any idea of stopping the war, in your opinion. Are you with me? So Russia said that Putin said that he's making missiles, new missiles, that at the end of the year should be ready. That is a multiple shooting of missiles in all directions, and this is very serious. But this war is a war that all the wars are come together with the world powers, and I believe that Russia, China, Iran, and Hamas, they all came together prior, working together for this, because Hamas is protected by Iran and also China. And India gave products to Russia. So this is very, very serious. And Russia, and also Iran, and China, because China's known to give monies Israelis to Hamas, they don't believe there's a terrorist nation, that this is a whole setup of trying to take out Western civilization. Germany, United Kingdom, Ireland, Italy, Finland, Sweden, Norway, all those areas we need to protect. You need to take your land back. You would never want your land to be gone. And then Africa, thank God with Africa, we have an Africa here. Excuse me. We have Africa, that Africa is going to be working together to protect yourself and work together with President Trump. And you ask yourself, look at this. The posted video showed the world how powerful they are. We showed the world what happens when you mistake propaganda for strength. So that's when Iran said they had a facility of missiles, and Israel bombed it out. Remember? Why did they have that? Is that true or is that propaganda? They bombed that out. So Iran had that city of missiles they bombed out, remember, in June? And so what were they going to do with those missiles? And remember, Russia's making missiles in South Africa, but Africa is coming together with President Trump for military reasons, for protection, and to work together as friends. This is very serious. So we have to take into consideration these things. You have to think about. This is a serious thing. We should have no nuclear. This is very serious. We need to realize.
The submarine fleet of the United States is made up of all of which utilize nuclear power. Within the Ohio class, there are 14 ballistic missile submarines that constitute the maritime component of the U.S. nuclear triad. Additionally, 4 submarines from the Ohio class are equipped as guided missile submarines capable of conducting both strike missions and special forces insertions. The remaining 3 operational classes, Virginia, Seawolf, and Los Angeles, are designed as nuclear-powered attack submarines. Their primary roles involve engaging and neutralizing enemy ships, providing support for ground operations and carrier strike groups, as well as executing surveillance missions. And what about Russia, the country with the world's largest nuclear arsenal? The Russian Navy operates one of the most extensive submarine fleets on the planet, comprising approximately 58 vessels. The country deems its 11 nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines essential for maintaining its strategic deterrent capabilities. In spite of financial challenges that arose after the fall of the...
See, President Trump, in a sense, I believe did the right thing by sending those military submarines to Russia or near Russia. We already have missiles set in that areas already. We already have missiles ready to go, airplanes ready to go, but we also have the ocean protected by military tools already. But you have to ask yourself, they have the audacity not to even make a treaty. You don't mess with military at all. Nuclear, it could be destruction for your whole nation, and to take out that nuclear substance after it's released. This is very serious, but you have to really think about this. This is a situation where this is an entry of all nations coming together against America in the Western civilization. That's what I believe, as I showed you. Why did this all happen at once? Let's go on.
Russia has made significant advancements in modernizing its submarine fleet.
See, why did all these happenings happen at once? The deterioration to try to deteriorate our America through Obama's and his ideas, open borders. They took away the vote for America for President Trump won. The CCP virus and CCP vaccination with China, and China is also related with Russia in producing items and tools and protection for for um for Russia through passageway and also military tools. And then why is it there's open borders? So they want to bring down America, and at the same time, are you listening to me? At the same time, there's protesters in Western civilization countries such as Finland, Belgium, UK, Scotland, Italy, America, Australia, all the countries. You don't want to forget any. France, our beautiful France. We need to come together and save our country. We cannot let the protesting and also the people that are Islamic regime take our countries. This was a pre-planned idea. So I want to show you this is a very serious thing. What is going on here and what the truth is.
In recent years, in addition to the 11 ballistic missile submarines, Russia also has 7...
And this is also, they have many tools, but it's not how many tools you have necessarily, it's the strategic way you use the tools. But we have put more monies in our military than China and Russia together. Even though they have more men, we have, our technology is more efficient and more sophisticated, and we have more technology than Russia, even though they have more technology in the nuclear warheads, the missile heads. They have more nuclear missile heads that are nuclear. So we need to come together and realize we should not have nuclear. We need to bring treaty right away. We have to ask for negotiation, even if it's to give something to trade commodities and land easements. But the thing is you have to think. And think about this statement, and it's true. I'll repeat. Putin is making a missile, a special missile that's going to be finished by the end of the year. That's going to shoot out many missiles at one time, and it's very, very dangerous, powerful, and but that shows that he doesn't want to bring peace and negotiation. But then he uses the leverage of the most dangerous thing, of the threat of nuclear warfare. Now that shows this is terrible. President Trump had no choice but to show and bring those submarines that have nuclear capability, because many of the submarines do have nuclear capabilities. That means they're going to use it. Do you understand? We've already had submarines and other military items in the areas that have nuclear capability that we haven't used. And the difference is that that we need to realize that it's why didn't Iran and Russia and China, they pick up the pin, just pick up the pin and make a treaty? But no, that shows that they also have their nuclear ready too. Do you understand? They didn't pick up the pin and sit down in a meeting. So you can't condemn President Trump for protecting us and the countries, and even Russia himself, Putin himself, from his own self, protecting Putin from his own self. He didn't pick up the pin for the treaty, so that means that he could shoot. He may shoot off any nuclear warhead, which that's terrible. And the leaders, the church leaders, have to realize that nuclear is very, very serious. I don't realize whether they realize that. So they need to really tell Putin that he needs to come to the table. And he threatened us, saying that he has other places set up. Not only is he making a missile, a special missile that's shooting out many other missiles at the same time, simultaneously, all over, that are hard to focus and shoot and protect and block. And I pray that we have a technology that protect us, which I believe we do. And so